Hey y'all, and welcome back to Caitlyn's Corner, and happy February. Can you believe that a month of 2021 is already over? That's crazy to me. So happy new month, happy February. Got some heart decorations, and today we are going to be reading Brownie Groundhog and the February Fox. So that's fitting. It's the first day of February, and tomorrow is Groundhog Day. So do you know if we're going to have winter for a few more weeks or not? Well, that groundhog might just tell us. So if you're ready, we are going to get started with Brownie Groundhog and the February Fox. On the second day of February, which is tomorrow, a groundhog named Brownie woke up. She shimmied up the passageway of her cozy den and shoved aside the fluff of snow blocking her door. The air smelled sweet and cold. Sweet and cold air. When she stood up, her shadow stretched across the frosted field. Oh, I was afraid of that, Brownie said. Shadows mean more winter, and more winter means waiting. Wait, wait, wait. Brownie stomped her foot. Phooey. So, 6 more weeks of winter? Oh no, Brownie doesn't seem too happy about that. A small, scrawny fox heard Brownie grousing. His ears twitched. He licked his chops and crouched to pounce. That fox is going to pounce on poor Brownie? I hope not. Before Brownie could take 2 steps, the fox knocked her flat. Brownie's basket went flying as they tumbled into a snowbank. The fox panted and puffed. Hold still, he said. I'm trying to eat you for breakfast. Hold still? Would you hold still if a fox was trying to eat you for breakfast? You better run. I hope Brownie run. Don't be silly, said Brownie, wiggling free. You're too late for breakfast. Really? The fox frowned. What about lunch? Too early, said Brownie. You'll just have to wait. Oh, I hate waiting, said the fox. Oh, I know what you mean, said Brownie. So Brownie said, you can't eat me. It's too late for breakfast and too early for lunch. Brownie picked up her basket and crunched across the clearing, leaving tracks in the snow. The fox scampered along behind her. I don't suppose you've noticed any signs of spring, said Brownie. The fox's tummy grumbled. You, he said. Besides me, said Brownie. Then no, said the fox. Brownie listened for tweets and twitters, but didn't hear any. She looked for shoots and sprigs, but didn't see any. Fiddle, said Brownie, not a single smidge of spring. So Brownie is looking hard for spring. When they came to the pond, Brownie stopped to listen. Not a clink or a crackle, she said. This ice is frozen solid. Brownie sat down under a tree and scowled. Drat, she grumped. 6 weeks to wait and nothing to do. Lunch, suggested the fox. His little claws looked sharp. Brownie scooted out of reach. You can't eat yet, she said. You haven't worked up an appetite. Well, I feel appetite, said the fox. Well, you aren't, said Brownie. Why don't you clear the snow off the pond? That might just do the trick. Brownie's really smart about not getting eaten. The fox stepped onto the pond. He swept his tail back and forth, sending up a snowy spray until the ice gleamed like a green glass. Magnificent! Brownie clapped. Look what you've done. Look, he's cleaning off the pond. I've worked up an appetite, said the fox. He smiled, showing his pointy teeth. You've made a place to skate, said Brownie. She wrapped her scarf around her neck. Come on. Nothing works up an appetite quite like skating. They're gonna go skating now. Does Fox look too happy about that? No, Fox is hungry. The fox grabbed Brownie by the tail as she slid onto the pond. They glided across the ice. They twirled and swirled. They looped and swooped. They skated figure eights until their knees buckled. So until they collapsed in exhaustion, right? Gasping and giggling, they helped each other struggle up the bank. That was so much fun, said Brownie. Oh, it was, said the fox, and my appetite is all worked up. Brownie bristled. No wonder, she said. You skated right past lunch. Now you'll have to wait until dinner. No, moaned the fox. He hung his head. Even his tail sagged. I want to eat you now. No more waiting. The fox is tired of waiting, isn't he? I know just how you feel, said Brownie. So the fox is waiting to eat Groundhog at the right time, and Brownie is waiting for spring. They don't like waiting, do they? Brownie steered the limp little fox over to a tree. She helped him sit down and tucked his fluffy tail around his feet. Then she wound her scarf around and around the fox's skinny middle, tying him to the tree trunk. The fox tried to raise his paws. The scarf pulled tight. Stuck, he said, wriggling his shoulders. Not just stuck. That fox is tied up. Brownie grabbed her basket. Goodbye, she said. The fox stared up at her. You're leaving me? The fox threw his head back and howled. Whoa! Do you know that foxes howl? I guess they do when they're tied up to a tree. Brownie took 3 steps quickly up the path, glad to be on her way. Sobbed the fox. Brownie took 3 more steps quite slowly, feeling a bit bad. Whimpered the fox. Brownie stopped and turned around. Oh, for Pete's sake, she said, stop crying. If you promise to keep your teeth to yourself, I'll make us a snack. The fox sniffled. I promise, he said. What are we having? Poor fox. Him's hangry, isn't he? Brownie sat down and pulled a thermos out of her basket. Are they going to have a picnic? Cocoa, she said. Perfect for dunking cinnamon toast. Will I like it? Asked the fox. You'll love it, said Brownie. Open up and remember, no snapping. Brownie dropped a tasty tip of soaky toast into the fox's mouth and then took one for herself. So Fox is still tied up to the tree, but Brownie's feeding them. While they traded bites, slurping and gulping, a robin stopped to peck at their crumbs scattered in the snow. She teased a piece of yarn from Brownie's scarf and then fluttered up into the tree. Look, said Brownie, our first sign of spring. Beside to you, said the fox. There's the robin. But look, the robin has the string from the scarf. And what is the scarf doing? The scarf's tying up the fox. When it was time to go, Brownie helped the fox to his feet. What are we doing tomorrow? He asked. More waiting, said Brownie. Waiting and skating, said the fox. Will you bring something yummy? Something yummy to share, said Brownie. And they headed for home. So the 2 most unlikely of friends are heading home. The end. So they didn't start out as friends, but they ended up as friends. I thought this was a sweet little story about Brownie, the groundhog, and February fox. So thank you for tuning in. I will see y'all tomorrow for a Groundhog Day book. Bye, y'all.